Shi Feng sits in silence, frustrated, staring at the pool through the window. He recalls his decade of harsh battles leading the Shadow Guild to fame. Shi Feng tears the contract, swearing silently to rise again despite losing everything. Morning comes and Shi Feng awakes groggily to a ringing alarm on an old phone. He answers Blackie's call, confused about the recruitment test at Shadow Workshop today. Shi Feng looks at the old phone and the small room, realizing he has reverted 10 years back. He recalls his poor student days struggling through debt and isolation in this old room. Shi Feng checks the internet, confirming today's date and the upcoming release of God's Domain. He smiles bitterly, embracing his reincarnation with hope to change his family's fate. Blackie calls again, pressuring Shi Feng to attend Shadow's exam at the university. Shi Feng rejects joining Shadow. He plans to start his own workshop instead. Blackie warns Shi Feng about the costs and risks of starting a workshop alone. Shi Feng admits lacking funds but remains resolute about his plan's success. Blackie pulls Shi Feng inside to register before closing, hoping he will relent. He convinces Blackie of free trial helmets for students to enter God's Domain. Blackie worries about the future after the trial, doubting their plan's safety. Shi Feng promises he will handle money problems and leads Blackie to collect helmets. Shi Feng stocks up on instant noodles at his rented house, preparing for the game launch. Night, Shi Feng lies awake, closing his eyes to start his journey in God's Domain. Shi Feng arrives at God's Domain, a vast world with altered time flow. Shi Feng arrives at a golden temple where a small angel greets him. Gabriel, the navigation angel, introduces the 4 main classes and 12 jobs. Shi Feng chooses swordsman, the familiar job he mastered in his past life. Shi Feng names his character Yi Feng and weekly adjusts his appearance by 15%. Shi Feng selects White River City as his starting birthplace in Star Moon Kingdom. Shi Feng is sent to Red Leaf Town, a medieval-style bustling town full of NPCs. Shi Feng shows his new character's attribute panel, revealing custom stats. Shi Feng assigns all free attribute points to agility, improving speed stats. A new mass of players arrives, flooding Red Leaf Town's plaza with activity. Blackie calls Shi Feng, excited, but complains about distance between towns. Shi Feng urges Blackie to come quickly, confident he has vital information. Blackie agrees excitedly, hurrying to join Shi Feng in Red Leaf Town. Shi Feng walks into a dark alley filled with beggars, head turned left, scanning area. Shi Feng shouts, brandishing his sword, scattering the begging crowd quickly. Shi Feng finds a lone vagrant man silently lying in the alley corner. Shi Feng politely asks if the man needs assistance or food. The man asks for food, admitting he cannot pay but promises a future price. Shi Feng accepts the request and receives a unique quest to kill the mayor. Shi Feng walks toward the crowded town hall path brimming with players. Players struggle to get quests from intelligent NPCs in fierce competition. Shi Feng remembers his past life uses to gain strong advantage in this world. He avoids ordinary players chasing normal quests to seek greater opportunities. Shi Feng reaches the town hall and sees a long, orderly line of quest seekers. A wary male warrior warns Shi Feng to queue up or face trouble. Shi Feng says he has no interest in quests and advises the warrior to go elsewhere. The warrior doubts Shi Feng but listens as he offers a better grinding location. Shi Feng demands a deposit for the info. The warrior nervously agrees. Shi Feng explains a safe spot for grinding with low-level monsters to the warrior. Warrior begs Shi Feng for skill book info but finds the price too high. The warrior adds Shi Feng as a friend, promising future payment happily. Shi Feng buys 10 tomatoes for 20 coppers before entering the town hall. Shi Feng enters the town hall, ignoring lines and causing outrage from players. Shi Feng states he only came to observe, smiling calmly as hostile players glare. Shi Feng bites a tomato then throws it at the shocked town mayor's face. Shi Feng taunts the mayor, continuously hitting him with tomatoes indoors. Cross's hostility reaches peak. His status turns dangerous after insults. Cross rushes at Shi Feng angrily, preparing to punish him for insult. Cross roars furiously and punches at Shi Feng with deadly speed. Shi Feng blocks Cross's powerful punch with his novice sword, taking damage. Shi Feng lands and quietly assesses his low health and damaged sword. Cross reveals his true werewolf form, fur and claws tearing through clothes. Cross lunges at Shi Feng, slashing claws aimed for his chest. Cross's claws freeze mid-air as a powerful level 25 guard charges in. Cross is stunned by the guard's charge, buying Shi Feng time to escape. A second guard arrives, and together they assault the weakened Cross. Cross suffers heavy damage and movement reduction from the guard's combo. Shi Feng observes Cross's state and notes guard strength keeping him alive. Cross weakens to 100 HP, drawing the attention of nearby eager players. Shi Feng darts forward but Cross strikes down before any player lands final hit. Shi Feng takes Mayor's insignia after Cross's death and slips away into the crowd. Confused players complain they cannot harm Cross or loot his body after death. Veteran players mock novices for ignorance and search for Shi Feng's whereabouts. News of the mayor's death spreads fast, shocking players about the mysterious swordsman. Shi Feng hands the mayor's insignia to Sherlock in the dark, completing the quest. Sherlock thanks Shi Feng and gives a delicate box as a reward before leaving. Shi Feng gains EXP, mastery points, and a luxurious ornament box from quest completion. Shi Feng wonders at the rare rewards, hoping the ornament box holds a strong item. The luxurious ornament box opens, revealing a dazzling magical glow. Inside the box lies a silver necklace and a mysterious purple gold ring. Shi Feng examines the ring of gravity and feels its great magical power. He learns the ring is mysterious iron rank with a valuable gravity skill. Shi Feng realizes this ring surpasses its old bronze rank version significantly. He equips it and redistributes his free ability points to maximize agility. Shi Feng anticipates unlocking hidden skills after reaching 20 agility points. He invests mastery points into one-handed sword to improve combat skills. Shi Feng plans to obtain advanced swordsman skills through skill books fast. He recalls the Black Market Challenge offers valuable rewards for first clears. The Black Market houses an auction, battle arena, and challenge race areas underground. Players cheer anxiously for Stabbing Heart, the assassin struggling on the field. Stabbing Heart approaches Shi Feng offering to borrow 5 coppers with promises. Shi Feng negotiates 50 coppers for tomorrow's repayment before lending money. Stabbing Heart gratefully accepts the loan with tears and promises repayment. Shi Feng approaches the gnome administrator and pays to enter the copper challenge. The gnome approves and opens the gate for Shi Feng to start the race. Gnome announcer loudly welcomes Shi Feng as a new challenger on the field. Nearby players comment on Shi Feng's challenge and Stabbing Heart's prior attempts. The challenge begins as Shi Feng prepares to dodge muskets on the 30-yard course. As the countdown ends, Shi Feng launches forward like a fast leopard. Bullets fly as Shi Feng dodges swiftly, staying ahead of the gnome's fire. He seamlessly evades each volley, his body moving like a seasoned expert. Shi Feng reaches the 10-yard mark in under 5 seconds, astonishing spectators. Stabbing Heart watches silently, realizing Shi Feng's skills surpass expectation. After passing 15 yards, the gnomes fire wildly with many bullets covering wide areas. Bullets rush toward Shi Feng's head, chest, and arm, but he blocks with his sword. Swiftly, Shi Feng deflects volley after volley, pushing relentlessly toward the finish. After crossing 25 yards, the gnomes unleash a hailstorm of 20 for bullets. He bends low, darting through the bullets, slashing for streaks to clear a path. Landing hard, Shi Feng springs up and dashes past the finish line lightning fast. Shi Feng finishes in 14 seconds, smashing the copper record and earning applause. A gnome announces Shi Feng as first to pass, rewarding a rare swordsman skill. Shi Feng receives the elite skill Thundering Flash and learns it instantly. Shi Feng calmly leaves the black market, telling Stabbing Heart not to forget his prize. Stabbing Heart warns his ally against defending Shi Feng, recognizing his skill. He admits to the guild leader being informed, worried about Shi Feng's unknown power. The trade area, Shi Feng buys exploding berries, reducing his wealth sharply. Shi Feng runs westward from Red Leaf Town, ready to level rapidly with new items. Players start at level 0, hunting low-level monsters near Red Leaf Town's outskirts. Shi Feng ignores weak monsters, heading to Red Leaf Forest, a level 5 monster zone. Shi Feng pushes cautiously into Red Leaf Forest, braving threats beyond his level. Level 5 forest wolves patrol, forcing Shi Feng to avoid their keen senses. Despite being level 1, Shi Feng chooses stealthy detours to avoid level 5 wolves. Shi Feng spots playful bear cubs but avoids them due to their high defense and stamina. Wolf's Howl warns Shi Feng. A wolf den lies dangerously close. 7 forest wolves charge out, chasing Shi Feng through dense forest paths. Shi Feng uses gravity liberation, boosting speed to outpace the chasing wolves. After 10 minutes, Shi Feng reaches Misty Mountains at Red Leaf Forest's core. Shi Feng recalls Shadow Workshop's discovery of a treasure mountain with rare loot. Without enough agility for flying, Shi Feng uses Ring of Gravity to climb paths. Level 5 rock giant appears, roaring loudly as Shi Feng readies an exploding berry. Berry explodes, slowing Rock Giant as Shi Feng attacks its vulnerable back. Shi Feng uses Chop and Thundering Flash to raise skill proficiency rapidly. Rock Giant falls after long fight. Shi Feng gains rare materials and experience. Shi Feng reaches level 2 quickly, allocating points to agility to unlock skills. Shi Feng finds rare cloth armor, hopeful for future equipment upgrades. Shi Feng discovers a silvery shrew's special elite sleeping inside a dark cave. Shi Feng attacks the shrew's special elite with quick thunder slashes. Shrews wakes angrily and charges at Shi Feng after being disturbed. Shi Feng throws explosive berry to slow shrews, exploiting its speed weakness. Shi Feng swiftly circles behind and launches fierce strikes on Shrew's back. Shrews turns and stomps down heavily to crush Shi Feng after taking damage. Shi Feng dodges Shrew's slow stomp and resumes fierce back attacks. Shrews regenerates health quickly, reducing Shi Feng's damage impact. Shi Feng attacks relentlessly but faces slow progress due to regeneration. Shrews stomps again, causing stalactites to fall across the cave floor. Shi Feng swiftly avoids falling stalactites, staying safe in the cramped cave. Shrews looks exhausted after the big attack. Shi Feng rushes to strike hard. Shi Feng activates Thundering Flash, hitting Shrews with amplified damage. Shrews enters fatigue state, his attack and defense weaken significantly. Shi Feng exploits this weakness, increasing damage to quickly lower Shrew's HP. Shi Feng uses skill bursts after cooldown to further reduce Shrew's HP in bursts. Shrews shrinks when HP drops below 15%, increasing speed and attack power. Gravity Liberation lets Shi Feng move swiftly despite Shrew's faster attacks. Shi Feng's speed fades as Gravity Liberation ends. Shrews aims for a fatal blow. Shi Feng unleashes Thundering Flash, landing the killing strikes on Shrews. Shi Feng gains a big experience boost approaching level 3 after killing Shrews. Shi Feng finds rare drops including a bronze shield and a skill book after battle. Shi Feng continues ascending carefully, mindful of limited explosive berries left. Shi Feng reaches the mountain peak. Visibility is low with thick mist all around. System alerts Shi Feng he discovered lost lands and activates a hidden quest. Shi Feng stays calm despite anger, analyzing the workshop's hidden motives. He suspects workshops hide key secrets beyond the visible treasure chest. Shi Feng activates his quest panel, revealing the unknown past glory mission. Shi Feng assesses the hidden quest's risks, recognizing the danger involved. He decides to explore since escaping isn't an option, moving with quick strides. Shi Feng finds an abandoned city, once majestic, now eerily silent and ruined. He searches dozens of streets for hours but finds no clues about the quest. He debates continuing the search or quitting to revive in town, conflicted. Shi Feng sets a 1-hour deadline to continue searching before giving up. He reaches an ancient magic tower, its crystal shattered and lost in ruins. Inside the tower's observatory, Shi Feng scans the silent cityscape from above. Just as Shi Feng prepares to leave, an old man appears, greeting him warmly. Elder offers Shi Feng a test with 3 difficulty choices and great rewards. Shi Feng boldly selects Hell difficulty, ready to face immense challenges. Monsters flood the narrow tower staircase. Shi Feng braces for relentless attack. Using Thundering Flash and Chop, Shi Feng rapidly clears foes 2 at a time. He speeds up attacks with Gravity Liberation, dispatching enemies swiftly. Shi Feng's skills level up mid-battle, increasing damage and reducing cooldown. After hours, Shi Feng finishes the quest with time left and earns great reward. Elder sends Shi Feng back to town, granting a powerful title, Might of 1,000. Blackie panics about his level lagging behind. Shi Feng promises to help him. Shi Feng enters an empty alley to avoid attention after his sudden arrival. Shi Feng avoids opening the fine, gold treasure chest in public to prevent commotion. Shi Feng contemplates binding the dangerous abyssal blade and risks its backlash. Shi Feng decides not to equip the abyssal blade to protect his account from damage. Shi Feng opens the fine, gold treasure chest cautiously, light leaking from inside. The chest reveals 2 ancient books and battle armor, shining brightly then dimming. Shi Feng marvels at the powerful secret, Silver Sky armor's defensive effects. Shi Feng reads the Book of Forging and Records of Potions, rare treasured books. Shi Feng recalls a hidden quest in Dark Moon Valley that teaches forging skills. Shi Feng mails Blackie to meet at the trade area, then heads there himself. At the trade area, Shi Feng sets up a stall with equipment and herbs on a white cloth. Shi Feng loudly advertises rare herbs and high-level equipment to gather attention. Players react with shock and disbelief seeing level 5 bronze equipment for sale. A party led by Shadow's Flaming Tiger arrives, arrives, ready to claim everything on stall. Flaming Tiger demands all items for 1 silver, speaking as if they are worthless. Shi Feng refuses to negotiate prices, calling Flaming Tiger and Shadow Fools boldly. The Assassin's Alliance arrives, offering 24 silvers and friendship to Shi Feng. Flaming Tiger orders an assassin to watch Shi Feng and settle the score later. Shi Feng leaves after the confrontation, meeting Blackie, who worries and plans next steps. Shi Feng suggests grinding monsters to recover and progress. Blackie agrees reluctantly. Shi Feng leads Blackie toward Dark Moon Valley, a dangerous level 4 zone. Blackie worries about fighting higher level monsters with only the 2 of them. Shi Feng explains he's level 2 thanks to secret advice from a beta tester friend. Blackie admires Shi Feng's rapid leveling and trusts his beta tester source. Blackie nervously proclaims his devotion to Snow Goddess, Gentle Snow. Spot an elite monster, a rare white fox clutching a rabbit's carcass. Shi Feng commands Blackie to attack from a distance and stay back. The snow fox dodges Shi Feng's strike and retaliates with a biting attack. Shi Feng suffers heavy damage but blocks the fatal bite with his sword. Blackie nervously shoots a spell, only managing to deal minor damage. Shi Feng struggles as the nimble snow fox dodges slashes and deals heavy hits. Shi Feng drinks black steel beer, activating gravity liberation to boost speed. Shi Feng's attack speed surges, landing 3 swift strikes on the snow fox. Blackie's eyes widen as Shi Feng's sudden power shocks him in battle. The snow fox weakens but a sudden danger strikes, nearly catching Shi Feng off guard. An assassin named Quiet Wolf reveals himself, ready to kill Shi Feng. Quiet Wolf warns Shi Feng of retribution and prepares to kill him next. Quiet Wolf attacks MC, turning Yellow Name for 1 hour of safe combat. Blackie scolds Quiet Wolf but cannot reach him to help Shi Feng in battle. Shi Feng forms a triangle between foes, preparing to face both attacks head-on. Shi Feng blocks Snow Fox's biting attack and counters by tossing it at Quiet Wolf. Snow Fox bites Quiet Wolf, dealing massive damage and striking a critical blow. Quiet Wolf's health drops to 0, and he begins turning into starlight and dropping loot. Blackie is stunned, then regains focus as Shi Feng orders him to attack the weakened Snow Fox. Blackie fervently attacks the Snow Fox, which soon collapses and emits a death wail. System confirms rare elite Snow Fox is killed and awards 130 EXP to Shi Feng. Shi Feng inspects the rare drops, a bronze staff and fox skin gloves. Shi Feng offers the Blackwood staff to Blackie, who hesitates but then graciously accepts. Shi Feng urges Blackie to use the staff to boost their leveling speed together. Shi Feng and Blackie decide to proceed to Dark Moon Valley with their new equipment. Quiet Wolf regrets death, lying to Flaming Tiger to cover his defeat and hinting chase. Flaming Tiger gathers 11 Shadow Workshop members, vowing revenge on Shi Feng. Shi Feng and Blackie arrive at Dark Moon Valley, watching a blacksmith work at a forge. Blackie asks if they should keep waiting, but Shi Feng insists patience is needed for quest. Forging Master Jack offers to teach, requesting 100 meteorite ores from Crimson Star Mine. Shi Feng accepts the quest to retrieve ore from levels guarded by demanding kobolds. Shi Feng prepares Blackie with food and black steel beer before facing tough kobold monsters. Shi Feng uses a smoke bomb to limit kobold vision before commanding Blackie to attack. Blackie shoots a dark arrow, hitting the foremost kobold under smoke bomb cover. The kobold hit in smoke suffers damage but returns to guard mode quickly. Shi Feng reassures Blackie to keep distance, trust his plan for safety. Blackie gains courage and fires dark arrows, dealing steady damage to kobold. Blackie kills a level 4 kobold, gaining 5% experience instantly from loot. Blackie levels up, boosts intelligence, and significantly improves damage. Shi Feng collects drops while luring more kobolds to maintain the grind. Over 30 kobolds are cleared in minutes, dropping ample loot for the duo. Grinding continues steadily. Blackie's level and skills jump rapidly upward. Blackie reaches level 2, his dark arrow skill surges in power and cost. Their loot stockpiles grow large, meteorite ore and coins accumulate fast. Shi Feng receives a 10 copper gift and a call from Lonely Snow, a new ally. Lonely Snow invites Shi Feng to join a level 2 dungeon run for rewards. Shi Feng sets conditions for loot division before agreeing to join the dungeon party. Lonely Snow agrees reluctantly after explaining to his party members the expert's terms. Shi Feng reaches level 3 and unlocks the agility skill, boosting mobility sharply. Blackie finds rare war boots on a kobold, exciting both friends with luck. Shi Feng checks the meteorite ore count as they prepare for one final grind. 3 assassins close in behind Blackie. Shi Feng draws sword to protect him. 3 assassins attack Blackie, causing heavy damage to his health. Blackie fires a dark arrow spell at Quiet Wolf, striking him up close. Quiet Wolf receives a devastating hit, dropping to very low health instantly. Quiet Wolf and allies rush Blackie, eager to seize his valuable weapon. Blackie's HP hits near zero, 3 assassins excited about looting his weapon. Suddenly, Shi Feng appears, blocking and deflecting 3 assassin attacks. Shi Feng follows with Thundering Flash, striking all airborne assassins down instantly. Blackie recognizes Shi Feng instantly, grateful for his miraculous rescue. Shi Feng spots Flaming Tiger's party approaching, urging all to flee quickly. Shi Feng activates fast and nimble, pushing his body to sprint away with urgency. Flaming Tiger thirsts for the bronze equipment, eager to seize the precious mine. Flaming Tiger commands the team amid ambition to rise as Red Leaf Town's hero. Despite setbacks, Flaming Tiger dreams of leading Shadow to dominance quickly. Flaming Tiger dismisses losses. Confident players will reach level 6 and reign. Shadow Guild members celebrate fast gains and dream of uniting Red Leaf Town. Flaming Tiger boasts his future glory and control over Red Leaf Town's guilds. Shi Feng and Blackie grind monsters, Blackie furious at Shadow's theft. Shi Feng plans revenge, warning Shadow players misery will follow their joy. Shi Feng and Blackie grind level 4 roaming gnomes near Crimson Star Mine. Faster, speed effect allows Shi Feng to dodge roaming gnome attacks easily. Roaming gnomes are agile but weak, making them easier to defeat than kobolds. Flaming Tiger leads Shadow players, luring kobolds to level up quickly together. Quiet Wolf eyes Shi Feng with vendetta, eager for revenge at level 6. Shi Feng hides in forest, watching Shadow Workshop's reckless luring scheme. Shi Feng instructs Blackie to finish off weakened Shadow players quietly. Smoke bombs protect Shi Feng's domain, only minutes remain before dying out. Flaming Tiger dismisses the smoke's disappearance, confident in continuous grinding. Kobolds suddenly grow red eyes and attack the Shadow Workshop players fiercely. Shadow Workshop players are overwhelmed and 7 are slain instantly by kobolds. Flaming Tiger panics and flees after the kobolds decimate his guild's hopes. Shi Feng blocks Flaming Tiger's escape, confirming kobolds' assault was his doing. Flaming Tiger attacks Shi Feng fiercely but misses every strike against him. Shi Feng slashes Flaming Tiger's back twice, dealing continuous damage silently. Flaming Tiger foolishly ridicules Shi Feng, but his health rapidly declines. Shi Feng waits calmly and counters Flaming Tiger's charge with a Thunder Flash. Thunder Flash hits Flaming Tiger thrice, knocking him down with fatal damage. Flaming Tiger curses Shi Feng before fading to starlight, leaving loot behind. Players revive one by one in the plaza, looking beaten and depressed. Flaming Tiger glares fiercely, furious about losing the rare skill book. Flaming Tiger orders his team to search their bags for lost loot quickly. Flaming Tiger spits blood, shocked that his rare skill book vanished. Flaming Tiger swears to kill Shi Feng, driven by his unending hatred. Flaming Tiger receives a harsh call from Brother Zhang, losing his leadership. Brother Zhang tells Flaming Tiger he is no longer team leader of Shadow. Shi Feng and Blackie collect Shadow's drops and find rare ores and items. Shi Feng treasures the Star Crystal, the rarest drop amid the ores collected. Blackie questions Shi Feng about the Star Crystal's purpose, confused. Shi Feng smiles faintly, refusing to explain why Star Crystal isn't for eating. After collecting all the ore, Shi Feng and Blackie prepare to visit the smithy. Shi Feng delivers the meteorite ore to Master Jack, revealing a quest extension. Master Jack reveals a time-limited quest to slay the formidable kobold chieftain. Shi Feng grudgingly accepts the tougher quest despite the time limit and danger. Shi Feng and Blackie clear the mine, fighting stronger level 5 kobolds inside. In the mine's deepest part, Shi Feng faces the armored kobold chieftain center stage. Kobold chieftain stands imposing with thick armor and high HP pool. Shi Feng wonders if he must use a dangerous tactic to defeat the chieftain. Blackie doubts their chance against the kobold chieftain's vast HP and power. MC shrugs off doubts, admitting plans can't keep pace with the changing fight. There are no places in the mine to use terrain as an advantage against the chieftain. If given time, MC would return at level 5 with bronze equipment and a high chance. Time's short, 2 of them with poor gear can't kill the chieftain within minutes. Hidden quest can only be attempted once. Failure means no second chance. MC reluctantly pulls out the magic weapon, Abyssal Blade, to face the boss. Magic weapons are rare and feared tools wielded by only the strongest experts. He binds the Abyssal Blade, accepting its dangerous backlash for immense strength. Binding drops MC's level to 0, but a new, stronger constitution awakens within. MC reviews Abyssal Blade stats, shocked by its power and unique skills. Blackie fears MC's level drop, doubting they can still defeat the powerful foe. MC directs Blackie to clear minions with smoke bombs, promising to face Chieftain alone. MC invests 6 agility points, unlocking the fast and nimble skill with excitement. Though level 0, MC stats exceed many level 3 warriors and boast huge HP. Blackie clears the smaller kobold minions, leaving only the Chieftain alive to fight. MC charges at the kobold Chieftain, preparing to draw its aggression and fight. MC's twin black sword slashes cut deeply into the kobold Chieftain's neck fast. Chieftain raises its massive axe to counterattack, reeling in pain from strikes. MC dodges axe, landing a powerful level 4 chop that cuts through the Chieftain. MC follows with a 3 thunder level 4 thundering flash, shocking the beast huge. After the exchange, MC deals over 600 damage, astonishing even Blackie afar. Kobold Chieftain enrages and aggressively attacks Shi Feng non-stop. Shi Feng orders Blackie to attack, struggling under relentless hits. Blackie fires a dark arrow dealing minimal damage to the Chieftain. Shi Feng interrupts the Chieftain's attack with the Abyssal Blade Slash. Shi Feng strikes rapidly, tearing into the kobold's weak points with precision. The Chieftain goes berserk, discarding its axe for 2 lethal machetes. The kobold's attack speed rises drastically, striking faster with dual blades. Shi Feng blocks a fierce overhead strike but is slammed to the ground hard. A doppelganger appears, saving Shi Feng from a fatal twin blade strike. Shi Feng strikes the Chieftain's back with a 9 dragon slash attack. Shi Feng binds the kobold, freezing it and cutting its defense in half. Bound kobold grows twice its size, berserk and fierce with raw power. All Shi Feng's attacks are on cooldown as the giant slashes toward him. Shi Feng dodges, rushing toward a respawning kobold miner for cover. Blackie desperately fires dark arrows, but kobold's speed makes them miss. Kobold's explosive strength lets it close 20 yards in mere 2 seconds. A tornado of blood falls as kobold miner is cleaved by the Chieftain's blade. Shi Feng lands a triple lightning strike, finishing off the kobold Chieftain. Shi Feng breathes a sigh of relief, the Chieftain finally defeated at last. System rewards Shi Feng EXP bonus and reputation for killing the Chieftain. The kobold Chieftain's corpse starts expanding before booming and scattering loot. The kobold Chieftain explodes, scattering coins and items across the mine. Blackie sits exhausted on the ground, sweat covering his body from the fierce battle. Blackie cheerfully praises Shi Feng, calling him his idol after the hard fight. Shi Feng smiles and asks Blackie about his previous idol with a calm demeanor. Blackie admits Gentle Snow was his idol, but now admires Shi Feng's strength and calm. Shi Feng agrees to teach Blackie how to play a Cursemancer despite never playing one himself. Shi Feng explains point allocation, emphasizing intelligence and agility balance for Cursemancers. Blackie agrees with Shi Feng's advice, planning to invest half his points into agility. The two begin collecting abundant drops, including weapons, armor, and skill books. Shi Feng gifts Blackie a rare skill book, boosting his potential as a Cursemancer. Blackie eagerly studies the new skill, feeling his power rise dramatically. Shi Feng considers the gray giant axe valuable and plans to profit from it later. Following their haul, Shi Feng and Blackie return to the smithy with the Chieftain's skull. Master Jack inspects the skull, impressed and praising Shi Feng's forging potential. Shi Feng gains the forging talent, forging genius, and advances to basic forging apprentice. Shi Feng contemplates the need for bronze equipment forging designs from the Deathly Forest. Master Jack notices Shi Feng's black sword and expresses amazement at the magic weapon. Master Jack asks to examine Shi Feng's abyssal blade with great interest. Master Jack praises the sword's power but warns of its dangerous curse. Master Jack explains the curse comes from the sword's sealed dark power. Master Jack reveals that only a lucky stone can weaken the sword's curse. Master Jack is stunned to see MC's lucky stone and realizes its rarity. Master Jack agrees to weaken the curse using the lucky stone's power. Blackie struggles to contain laughter watching Master Jack's bewilderment. After 30 minutes, MC inspects the blade's new description carefully. MC feels relieved the blade's backlash curse has been significantly weakened. MC replies to Lonely Snow and readies to enter the Deathly Forest dungeon. The Deathly Forest swarms with eager level 2 players forming parties. Lonely Snow anxiously urges MC to hurry as friends wait impatiently. Party members mock MC's novice gear, doubting his skill and intent. Party leader doubts MC's level and orders him to leave immediately. Some party members refuse MC's presence, fearing level disadvantage risks. MC leaves the party gracefully, planning to find new allies with Blackie. Party leader and cleric mock Lonely Snow for defending MC and leaving. Lonely Lonely Snow walks off decisively, determined to join MC despite mockery. Lonely Snow follows MC's lead into the deathly forest without protest. Battle to the end dismisses Lonely Snow and MC, confident in recruiting level 2 players. MC and Blackie announce an open party, inviting any veteran gamers to join. Several level 2 players approach eagerly, hoping to join MC's party despite low requirements. The initial party members are angry when they realize MC leads as a level 1 novice. Blackie defends MC fiercely, rebuking players mocking a level 1 leader. Lonely Snow asks for an invite to join MC's party, showing confidence in gear. Shi Feng welcomes Lonely Snow, knowing his common gear is legitimate and useful. Waving slowly brings a stronger party to mock MC's group and tries recruiting Blackie. Blackie rejects Waving slowly's invitation, showing off his superior bronze gear. Lonely Snow notices Blackie's high-level equipment, doubting his own choice. Waving slowly tries once more to persuade Blackie as they threaten to race to clear the dungeon. Waving slowly leaves angrily, rivals mock MC's party and plan their own approach. MC's party gains sudden interest as Blackie's bronze gear inspires confidence. Shi Feng raises party standards, excluding those who left earlier from joining again. Suddenly, excitement breaks out near the Deathly Forest's dungeon entrance nearby. Blackie and MC realize the gathering signals an important figure's arrival nearby. Shi Feng sees Blackie amazed by the sudden appearance of 3 famous players nearby. Gentle Snow and Zhao Yueru captivate all players with their presence and beauty. Zhao Yueru nervously suggests leaving, fearing the hostile players around them. Gentle Snow dismisses the leering players, showing no fear or concern at all. Gentle Snow remarks on the importance of grinding skill books for better growth. Zhao Yueru agrees, acknowledging their lack of skill books limits their power gains. Shi Feng calls out for a party, seeking a healer and tank for Deathly Forest Dungeon. No one responds to Shi Feng, everyone ignores him in favor of the famous trio. Shi Feng's recruiting shouts draw impatient, mocking responses from other players. Zhao Yueru laughs softly. Zhao Yueru dismisses Shi Feng as a fame chaser. Gentle Snow notices Shi Feng and senses a hidden strength in him. Zhao Yueru questions Gentle Snow's focus on Shi Feng, puzzled by her reaction. Blackie suggests joining Gentle Snow's group, but Shi Feng refuses outright. Shi Feng laments his unlucky timing, as no one joins his party despite effort. Shi Feng finally lowers his standards, seeking any willing healers and damage dealers. Many scoff at his desperate call, doubting the Deathly Forest can be cleared at all. Still, some level 1 players risk everything to join Shi Feng's desperate party call. Tens of level 1 players rush forward, bringing life to Shi Feng's party. Level 2 players scoff loudly at Shi Feng's desperate recruitment for novices. Zhao Yueru mocks Shi Feng's party, doubting their chance to clear the dungeon. Gentle Snow watches Shi Feng calmly, puzzled by his quiet confidence. She dismisses one applicant after another, scanning player stats with disdain. Shi Feng evaluates level 1 players, knowing their raw potential can still unlock success. Rejects shield warriors lacking agility, prioritizing coordinated stable party growth. Kola, a level 1 guardian knight, begs Shi Feng for a party invite despite his low level. Shi Feng recalls Kola's true identity as Tyrant Bear from a famous elite guild. Shi Feng considers recruiting Kola to ease future dungeon challenges for his party. Kola promises obedience inside the dungeon to prove his loyalty to Shi Feng. Shi Feng sets strict rules to form a stable, loyal party for the long term. Many level 1 players remain quiet, unwilling to give up chances at elite guilds. Blackie scolds the new players, mocking their dreams of easy guild entry. Kola thanks Blackie, who feels proud though unsure why Shi Feng praises him. Shi Feng praises Blackie silently, glad his friend subdued the timid Tyrant Bear. Shi Feng finalizes the party as Kola and others accept the long-term commitment. After 10 minutes, Shi Feng gathers 6 players for their raid into the dungeon. Level 2 players laugh at Shi Feng's exotic level 1 party composition. Zhao Yueru frowns quietly, feeling uneasy about Shi Feng's sudden rise. Zhao Yueru dismisses a swordsman, sending a glare at Shi Feng's party. Shi Feng activates Deathly Forest and selects Hell Mode without hesitation. Party members receive warning, Hell Mode doubles death penalty EXP loss. Blackie warns Shi Feng. Shi Feng insists on tackling Hell Mode anyway. Shi Feng reassures Blackie. The party enters despite overwhelming odds. The other 3 hesitant members follow Kola's encouragement into dungeon. Level 2 players stare in shock as Shi Feng's party selects Hell Mode. Zhao Yueru mocks Shi Feng's party, expecting to see them fail soon. Gentle Snow leads her party inside the Deathly Forest, selecting normal mode. Shi Feng's party silently prepares roars at the forest entrance, tension rising. Blackie worries about cold winds. Shi Feng explains with calm confidence. Shi Feng clarifies Hell Mode's tougher monsters are smarter and stronger. Party members mock Shi Feng's casual attitude about their dangerous quest. Shi Feng warns the party to listen carefully or face death in the dungeon. A fierce roar shakes the deathly forest, freezing the party in place. Shi Feng identifies the terrifying roar as Hell's Roar, known from past lore. Shi Feng warns the party to follow his commands or face expulsion. He sets strict formation rules, emphasizing discipline to survive. Shi Feng explains Cola leads to absorb damage with high endurance. The deathly forest is vast and confusing. Many lost players never return. Shi Feng confidently leads down a dangerous path despite risks. They encounter their first monster, a dangerous level 2 night rabbit. Shi Feng orders Cola to lure while others hold position, awaiting command. Cola blocks fierce attacks with his shield but suffers severe HP loss. Blackie grows anxious as Cola nears critical health, waiting for orders. Shi Feng commands patience, no attack until the perfect moment arrives. Suddenly, a flying arrow strikes the oracle, triggering a strategic response. Shi Feng orders life payment healing and formation adjustments to recover Cola. Shi Feng uses Wind Blade to chase a dark shadow moving deeper into the forest. The shadow reveals itself as a Night Ranger and faces Shi Feng's assault. Shi Feng binds the Night Ranger, weakening it greatly and striking hard. Lonely Snow arrives with a powerful charge, stunning the Night Ranger. Night Ranger fights back fiercely, but Shi Feng ends the battle swiftly. Shi Feng collects loot and quickly returns to aid the faltering party. Lonely Snow is amazed watching Shi Feng's swift and deadly combat skills. Shi Feng returns. Night Rabbit's HP is only a third remaining. Shi Feng teaches tactics, dodge attacks, target enemy weak points precisely. Cola adapts, begins dodging attacks to ease the healer's burden. Elite Night Rabbit falls quickly. Skill book drops amid victory. Shi Feng gifts Cola a bronze defensive plate, boosting defense and HP. Party members envy Cola's new armor. Respect for Shi Feng deepens. 2 more Night Rabbits fall swiftly under focused team attacks. Healer learns rare skill, Restore, grateful for this powerful gift. The party progresses, strengthened and no longer fearful of the forest. Multiple Night Rabbits patrol. Cola tanks one while Shi Feng kills another. After rapid battles, the party secures more loot and grows stronger. The party reaches a flat grassland with the first dungeon boss nearby. Billy, the terrifying Night Rabbit boss, stands with 7 elite guards. Blackie voices concerns about facing so many powerful monsters at once. Shi Feng commands caution. Only Cola engages, others hold fire vigilantly. Shi Feng quietly hides in bushes, eyeing the 7 Night Rabbits carefully. Shi Feng prepares a risky distraction. Blackie waits anxiously behind cover. Stone hits Leaf and Night Rabbit, confusing it and pulling it away from group. The party marvels at Shi Feng's incredible skill and perfect aim. Shi Feng signals for the summoner to take control. Preparation begins. Gluttonous Mouse hesitates but agrees to follow MC's simple summoning plan. MC orders the party to maintain distance and avoid alerting other monsters nearby. Blackie praises MC's skills as Gentle Snow silently approves with a respectful nod. Blackie tries to recruit Gentle Snow to their future workshop with hopeful words. MC explains strategy to Gluttonous Mouse as he prepares to lure the Night Rabbits. Flame Sprite dashes near the rock, drawing the attention of the 6 Night Rabbits. Flame Sprite swiftly lures 6 Night Rabbits, easily evading their desperate attacks. Cola takes down the isolated Night Rabbit with powerful skill, securing quick loot. MC throws a stone, enraging a Night Rabbit that charges toward him aggressively. Enraged Night Rabbit targets Cola, who swiftly dodges and counters with punishment. Shi Feng commands focus fire as Cola's skill impressively weakens the Night Rabbit. MC quickly learns the new skill, Double Chop, after the Night Rabbit drops it. MC leads the party as they kill the last Night Rabbits and reach level 2 together. Cola receives new bronze plate armor, enhancing his defense and HP significantly. MC commands Gluttonous Mouse to keep a safe distance while the plan unfolds. Flame Sprite runs rapid circles around the rock, confusing the chasing Night Rabbits. Cola skillfully manages aggro and damage, impressing MC with his quick learning. MC's strategic command and party coordination leads to swift victory over Night Rabbits. Leveling up, MC gains confidence while Cola's defense strengthens with new armor. Billy sleeps unaware after his elites are killed, setting a tense calm. Shi Feng instructs rest and prepares his team for a challenging fight ahead. Shi Feng reviews his attributes and explains his strategy with boosted stats. Shi Feng briefs the team on Willy's Willie's deadly skills and roles during the fight. Blackie questions Shi Feng nervously, seeking more details about the fight. Shi Feng reassures the team and plans to guide them through the battle. Cola provokes Willie, who unleashes deadly claws with blinding speed. Shi Feng commands healing and coordinated attacks on Willie's limbs. Blackie traps Willie's legs with Evil Whip, limiting the boss's movement. Shi Feng strikes Willie's neck with Abyssal Blade, causing bleed effect. Willie shifts hatred to Shi Feng, but Cola and Lonely Snow swiftly intervene. Cola pulls aggro with powerful Divine Strike, allowing others to attack freely. Shi Feng uses Thundering Flash to boost team damage, hitting Willie hard. Cola keeps aggro as Blackie's attacks continuously hit the punishing boss. Willie berserks at 30% HP, growing larger and more deadly in rage. Shi Feng commands ranged fighters to avoid Willie's deadly killing feast attack. Willie vanishes suddenly, then ambushes Shi Feng with multiple back attacks. Shi Feng withstands rapid strikes by Willie's killing feast, barely surviving. Shi Feng orders all to attack, exploiting Willie's weakened state fiercely. Party rests briefly, but a terrifying new Lord boss appears with a roar. Massive Lord, rank werewolf looms menacingly, eyes burning with deadly power. Level 2 players gather high outside the Deathly Forest dungeon entrance. Many level 2 players trade goods, preparing strongly before entering the dungeon. Gentle Snow and Zhao Yueru debate dungeon dangers after a long fight. Gentle Snow suggests mapping the dungeon to find the boss's true lair. The two ladies call out, drawing crowds eager to learn dungeon secrets. Inside Hell Mode, wisps of dark clouds darken the forest sky above the dungeon. Shi Feng leads the fight with Drowsy Sloth healing as ranged allies attack. Shi Feng disrupts Werewolf Felt's roar, landing massive damage on its chest. Shi Feng activates all hidden basic skills, dodging swift claw strikes with ease. Shi Feng directs allies to interrupt and slow Werewolf Felt's furious attacks. Werewolf Felt's HP drops sharply to 30% as battle intensifies. Shi Feng calls on Cola to cast Protection Blessing before the boss's berserk phase. Shi Feng steadies himself, activating Protection Blessing as danger looms. Werewolf Felt grows furious, its fur whitened and attacks intensify dramatically. Allies prepare. Shi Feng leads a front line of defense against the enraged beast. Shi Feng stays sharp, exploiting the boss's weakness amid the escalating fight. The Deathly Forest remains perilous. Many fail without strategy or allies. Cola chants divine texts, surrounding Shi Feng with golden protective light. Drowsy Sloth heals Shi Feng, restoring his HP back to full capacity. Shi Feng warns his allies, holding Abyssal Blade ready for the next attack. Werewolf Felt emits gray rippling waves, freezing everyone in place instantly. Shi Feng's doppelganger blocks incoming attack, absorbing damage with parry. Ripples bypass doppelganger and damage Shi Feng, draining his HP steadily. Drowsy Sloth swiftly heals Shi Feng, restoring his HP above half again. Blackie praises Shi Feng's skill, understanding the danger they barely survived. Shi Feng orders the team to strike. Werewolf Felt is momentarily weakened. Shi Feng and allies strike hard, bringing Werewolf Felt down to critical HP levels. Shi Feng commands Blackie and Lonely Snow to control the boss's speed and attacks. Werewolf Felt's fur turns blood red and eyes blaze, entering deadly berserk mode. Shi Feng uses rapid sword attacks, stacking bleeding layers on the enraged boss. Werewolf Felt lunges with powerful stomp but crashes into a large rock hard. Team cycles control skills to keep Werewolf Felt slowed and away from Shi Feng. Shi Feng finishes the fight, slashing Werewolf Felt and ending the battle. System announces first party clear of Hell Mode with doubled rewards and loot. Werewolf Felt explodes violently, scattering debris and looting vast items on the ground. Shi Feng's eyes focus as he spots the rare Crimson Blade amidst the fallen loot. Shi Feng quickly picks up the deadly Crimson Blade from the loot pile. The Crimson Blade rivals stronger weapons, but Shi Feng cannot equip it yet. Blackie anxiously urges Shi Feng to collect the loot without delay. The party stands respectfully aside, letting Shi Feng collect the precious items. Shi Feng tests his party's loyalty by letting them pick up loot freely. No time, Shi Feng collects 19 pieces of equipment and 5 silver coins. Shi Feng discovers a valuable garrison armor forging design in the loot. Blackie's face lights up with joy upon seeing the dark color set armor parts. Blackie boasts about completing the set and blasting anyone who dares oppose them. Shi Feng distributes rare equipment parts to Cola, Lonely Snow, Drowsy Sloth, and Gluttonous Mouse. Shi Feng replaces his own equipment with new bronze gear found among the loot. Shi Feng reveals all equipment stats. Blackie beams at his new rare Cursemancer skill. Blackie proudly displays the new AoE Cursemancer necromancer skill called Hellflame. Shi Feng inspects an ancient elven notebook that may hide powerful secrets. He decides to visit the library to translate the mysterious ancient elven text. Blackie eagerly asks Shi Feng if they will grind monsters with the new skill. Shi Feng agrees and suggests grinding and questing in or rich Dark Moon Valley. Ola enthusiastically declares he will follow Shi Feng for grinding and learning. Drowsy Sloth and Gluttonous Mouse timidly ask to join Shi Feng's group. Shi Feng welcomes all to join and plans to grind in Dark Moon Valley. Shi Feng uses the system panel to teleport the party from the Deathly Forest. Large guild teams gather, ready to challenge the Deathly Forest dungeon entrance. Guild elites boast of their equipment quality and confidence clearing the Deathly Forest. They mock Shi Feng's party, doubting their courage and skill to enter the dungeon. Waving slowly doubts Shi Feng's party cleared the dungeon without wiping completely. The guild teams prepare to enter, but the teleport gate suddenly darkens with a skull symbol. Players recoil in fear. The teleport gate's black color signals unusual danger. 6 powerful figures in fine gear suddenly appear, radiating intense pressure. Shi Feng notices the many teams blocking the dungeon. Confusion clouds his gaze. Wordless Summer Night spots Shi Feng, laughing at him alongside waving slowly. They mock Shi Feng's party for hiding, believing they fled without confronting the dungeon. Shi Feng feels uneasy, while Blackie wonders why others laugh so hard nearby. Shi Feng suggests leaving. The strange player's laughter unsettles the party. A pure maiden approaches, asking Shi Feng for a chat about the dungeon's secrets. Xiao Yuer explains her leader's wish to discuss the dungeon's mysteries with Shi Feng. Shi Feng considers the invitation carefully as Xiao Yuer waits expectantly. Shi Feng's group remains alert, sensing the dungeon's danger in the tense atmosphere. Nearby players whisper rumors about Shi Feng's bold but foolish dungeon attempt. Shi Feng and Lonely Snow exchange uncertain glances as pressure mounts around them. Xiao Yuer arrives, her presence shocking everyone around the tense group. Gentle Snow, the goddess, invited Shi Feng herself, shocking many nearby players. Players whisper with envy and disdain at Shi Feng's luck for such an invite. Blackie struggles to understand Shi Feng's refusal to meet Gentle Snow. Shi Feng dismisses the invitation swiftly, focused on forging and/or gathering. Gentle Snow and Zhao Yueru arrive, their presence turning all eyes to them. Gentle Snow offers compensation with a bronze belt to Shi Feng to ease tensions. Zhao Yueru disdains Shi Feng's worthiness, mocking his rejection of help. Shi Feng ignores Zhao Yueru's insults and calmly rejects the charity given to him. Gentle Snow silences Zhao Yueru with an impatient look, asking her to desist. Gentle Snow offers an apology belt again, urging Shi Feng to accept the peace gift. Shi Feng accepts the bronze belt to avoid escalating the dispute with Gentle Snow. Zhao Yueru sneers, resentful of Shi Feng gaining equipment they fought to earn. Shi Feng's brow tightens sharply, showing silent displeasure at Zhao Yueru's mockery. Shi Feng prepares to offer a counter gift, resolving to keep peace with Gentle Snow. Gentle Snow watches quietly, attentive to Shi Feng's gesture of goodwill. Xiao Yuer watches the exchange, head turned toward Shi Feng with hopeful eyes. Shi Feng's counter gift helps ease tensions, promising smoother relations ahead. Blackie exhales in relief, grateful Shi Feng avoided confrontation successfully. Shi Feng resumes his focus on the forging project, urgency clear in his stride. Gentle Snow is intrigued as Shi Feng offers her a surprising gift. Zhao Yueru mocks Shi Feng's gift, doubting its worth to Gentle Snow. Gentle Snow accepts the scrap paper gift unexpectedly, dazzling everyone. Gentle Snow thanks Shi Feng warmly and suggests moving to a quieter place. Zhao Yueru questions Gentle Snow's quick forgiveness with disbelief. Gentle Snow reveals the scrap paper is a rare potion recipe to Zhao Yueru. Zhao Yueru is stunned by the recipe's power and rarity as she realizes its value. Stunned, Zhao Yueru admits Shi Feng's knowledge and value of the rare recipe. Gentle Snow smiles, telling Zhao Yueru that Shi Feng is more complex than he seems. Nearby players are shocked as Shi Feng gains the goddess's attention and respect. Shi Feng and Gentle Snow sit in a peaceful rock pit, with their group nearby. Gentle Snow openly asks Shi Feng to share the strategy for the Deathly Forest. Shi Feng denies having the strategy, claiming he entered the dungeon only once. Gentle Snow reveals she knows Shi Feng's party obtained equipment from Hell Mode. Gentle Snow states she will keep Shi Feng's secret about clearing the Deathly Forest. Shi Feng silently agrees with Gentle Snow, relieved she understands his secret. Gentle Snow smiles broadly and asks Shi Feng to name his price for the strategy. Gentle Snow smiles, confident in her offer to Shi Feng. Shi Feng calmly names his price for the Deathly Forest strategy. Zhao Yueru reacts reacts angrily to Shi Feng's high asking price. Shi Feng explains the value of the Deathly Forest's treasures. Zhao Yueru pleads for a discount but accepts the high price reluctantly. Gentle Snow offers a deposit and promises the rest soon. Shi Feng sends a Deathly Forest map and key battle tips to Gentle Snow. Gentle Snow is shocked by the Deathly Forest's complex dangers and paths. Gentle Snow invites Shi Feng to join Ouroboros's 20-man dungeon raid. Blackie admires Shi Feng's honor of being invited by the Snow Goddess. Zhao Yueru resents Shi Feng's invitation, doubting his dungeon knowledge. Shi Feng agrees but demands priority for swordsman gear and plans. Zhao Yueru is displeased with Shi Feng's lack of humility. Gentle Snow accepts Shi Feng's terms and adds him as a friend. Shi Feng promises to arrive punctually before the dungeon raid. Stabbing Heart calls Shi Feng, surprised to see his alliance with Gentle Snow. Shi Feng politely declines Stabbing Heart's dungeon invitation. Waving slowly and others watch Shi Feng's rising reputation in silence. Waving slowly and others rush to apologize and seek Shi Feng's guidance. Shi Feng sharply rejects their request to be carried in the game. Lonely Snow leaves with Shi Feng while others begrudge their success. Shi Feng's party rushes toward Dark Moon Valley without taking a break. Most players stay in safe zones. Few experts challenge the dangerous Dark Moon Valley. Elite parties kill kobolds outside while Shi Feng plans a deeper route into the valley. Shi Feng and Blackie enter deeper with calm certainty, unbothered by level 4 kobolds. Shi Feng's party easily handles groups of kobolds while others watch in shock. Shi Feng picks up dropped ore and stone materials, advancing further into the valley. They reach a massive mountain crowded with wandering gnomes and overseers. Party members express doubt and worry about facing so many enemies at once. Shi Feng reassures the team that they won't face the entire horde at once. With high speed and skill, Shi Feng plans to kite the gnomes for an efficient grind. Shi Feng lures over 60 monsters to gather for Blackie's devastating AoE spell. Blackie casts a powerful Hell Flame spell, burning hundreds of gnomes instantly. Shi Feng attacks with Abyssal Blade while Cola and Lonely Snow finish wounded gnomes. Blackie levels up to 3 as the party's experience surges from their victory. Shi Feng urges the party to gather loot quickly before more monsters respawn. Suddenly a crimson-faced gnome piloting a giant robot appears fiercely charging at them. Shi Feng shouts a warning as the party scrambles to evade the Hazard Gnome's attack. Hazard Gnome's giant robot chases the party, forcing a desperate retreat. Blackie fires Dark Arrow, but the robot's armor absorbs nearly all damage. Blackie casts Evil Whip, binding the robot and slowing its relentless pursuit. The vine damage hits hard as the robot's HP drops quickly to nearly 1,500. Shi Feng orders the team to stop running and focus on coordinated attacks. Lonely Snow uses Charge and Whirlwind Slash, temporarily stunning the robot. Cola blocks the robot's electric saw attack but suffers severe damage. Shi Feng strikes the robot's back relentlessly with a series of fast chops. Cola struggles to survive the robot's relentless attacks as healers assist. Shi Feng uses Abyssal Bind, locking the robot in magical pitch black chains. The robot breaks free with a cruel smile, violently slashing Shi Feng away. Cola rushes to Shi Feng, attacking fiercely to divert the robot's fury. Ignoring Cola, the robot fires a burst of bullets straight at Shi Feng's fall. Shi Feng conjures a doppelganger to block the bullets as he leaps to safety. The robot reloads quickly and charges again, but Shi Feng moves cleverly to evade. Blackie prepares Evil Whip again, ready to strike as soon as cooldown ends. Hazard Gnome's HP plummets to the brink as the party's relentless attacks continue. The robot ejects the Hazard Gnome who ignites rocket boots, attempting escape. The Hazard Gnome's rocket boots shock all with their powerful escape. Party mages and Lonely Snow cannot reach the flying Hazard Gnome to attack. Shi Feng is the closest but cannot reach the floating gnome with ranged attacks. Shi Feng unleashes 9 dragons slash as the gnome tries to escape swiftly. The gnome throws steel balls, explosions pushing back Shi Feng's sword phantoms. 9 shadows falter, the gnome escapes beyond their attack range. Blackie curses the gnome's escape, frustrated by its unmatched skill. The team begrudgingly watches the gnome vanish in a flash of rocket flames. Blackie hopes the gnome will land soon, dreaming of catching it again. Shi Feng refuses to chase, knowing the rocket boots make it impossible. The gnome's rocket boots blast it from sight in a sudden burst of speed. Blackie vows never to meet Archismatics again after the gnome's escape. Gluttonous Mouse finds a metallic box dropped during the gnome's escape. Shi Feng opens the box and smiles, pleased with the priceless treasure inside. Shi Feng orders the party to grind and level up while he leaves for plans. Blackie Blacky laughs confidently, vowing to track down all related gnomes. Shi Feng grows furious, recalling Arcus Maddox's deadly reputation. Party members feel the sudden chill as Shi Feng's anger freezes the air. Shi Feng calms, hiding his killing intent behind a forced smile for Blacky. Shi Feng remembers Arcus Maddox's legacy and his towering influence. Shi Feng rushes towards Scarlet Lake, activating gravity liberation repeatedly. Other players spot Shi Feng's blurring figure, mistaking him for a powerful swordsman. Players debate whether the swordsman who killed the mayor was the same as Shi Feng. Shi Feng runs for hours, escaping monsters as he passes several maps towards Scarlet Lake. He arrives at Scarlet Lake, surveying water elementals and little fishmen from above. The curse of the little fishmen absorbs player attributes and grows with battle duration. Shi Feng studies the treasure map, revealing a secret beneath the little fishman's nest, calculates patrol patterns and plans his entry when fishmen rest near the lake. Fishmen sound alarm after spotting Shi Feng, rushing at him with short swords. Shi Feng counters with abyssal bind and parry, pushing back two assailants. Using gravity liberation, Shi Feng dashes onto the lake, escaping fishmen attacks. Fishmen leap into water, but slow speed lets Shi Feng shake them off atop the lake. Shi Feng dives into the water near the fishman's nest, heading for a hidden cavern. Water elementals guard the cavern, swimming in a circle as if protecting it. Shi Feng uses Phantom Kill, sending a doppelganger to lure water elementals away. Water elementals chase the doppelganger but slow upon reaching the lake shore. Shi Feng swims quickly to the cavern, using the distraction to avoid water elementals. Doppelganger vanishes, alerting water elementals to Shi Feng's presence. Water elementals speed up after finding Shi Feng near the cavern entrance. Water elementals create huge waves to destroy the little fishman's nest. Shi Feng sees hundreds of aggressive little fishmen swimming toward the cave. Shi Feng's swimming speed is slow underwater, halved against the enemy's speed. Water elementals catch up and attack Shi Feng with freezing icy fists. Shi Feng feels powerless, facing hundreds of water elementals blocking his path. Shi Feng sees a half-transparent ghost appearing inside the cavern ahead. Shi Feng avoids attacking the ghost. Attacking would mean certain death. Floyd prepares his dark golden greatsword and roars a furious battle cry. Floyd strikes, releasing a sword flash that disintegrates all monsters nearby. Cavern's entrance collapses into rubble, trapping Shi Feng inside. Shi Feng descends a long, spiral stairwell glowing with light magic safely. After half an hour, Shi Feng enters a vast golden hall known as the Sun Temple. Shi Feng approaches the altar but feels a chilling aura from golden statues nearby. Shi Feng opens the golden chest, discovering the Philosopher's Stone and rare items. The Philosopher's Stone is damaged but still powerful enough to aid Shi Feng's goals. Shi Feng admires the Golden Greatsword, a supreme weapon for level 10 players. Statues animate, eyes glowing red as they target Shi Feng aggressively. Shi Feng uses the instantaneous movement scroll to escape just before the statues attack. The plaza glows crimson at sunset with lifestyle players selling snacks. Players marvel at cheap, delicious snacks unique to God's domain. System announcement shocks all players. A special expedition quest begins. Guilds scramble to strategize, aiming to gain the rare guild reputation rewards. Shi Feng quietly sits inside the auction house, preparing his sales carefully. He posts rare armors and equipment for auction across hundreds of towns. Shi Feng equips 6 large bags, increasing his inventory dramatically. He leaves the auction house to set up a trading stall nearby, ready to buy materials. Shi Feng loudly offers to buy stacks of magic essences and stones at a good price. Many players bring stacks of unwanted materials, hoping to sell them to Shi Feng. Shi Feng buys dozens of stacks quickly, spending almost all his remaining coins. After filling his bags, Shi Feng announces he must pause buying for now. Players nervously ask if he will buy again later. Shi Feng confirms he will. Shi Feng walks to the Forging Association, preparing to forge with rented space. He rents a basic forging room for 1 hour, ready to craft new gear. He contemplates the benefits of upgrading the forging room as prices rise. Advanced forging rooms are costly and only found in larger cities, not towns. Shi Feng places a stack of stones on the table, ready to test refinement. Shi Feng uses the Crimson Philosopher's Stone to refine one stone sample. The stone shatters to sand. The first attempt at refining fails without surprise. Shi Feng picks another stone and tries refining again, undeterred by failure. Again, the stone crumbles to sand, but a hint of metal glows faintly in the grains. Shi Feng finds copper ore mixed in the sand and speeds up his refining attempts. The stones keep turning to sand, but Shi Feng collects 23 copper and 2 bronze ores. Shi Feng knows the Philosopher's Stone is invaluable despite some damage. Stone piles vanish with a click, keeping the room clean as ores accumulate. After an hour, Shi Feng refines 40 stone stacks, gaining vast copper and bronze ores. System notifies Shi Feng of recent armor and boots sold, adding silver coins. Happy, Shi Feng smiles, pleased with the selling price of his gear items. Shi Feng's wealth grows beyond most players, with over 50 silver coins in hand. Shi Feng chooses not to sell ores immediately, investing in future profits instead. He rents the forging room for another hour, refining 45 more stone stacks quicker. Shi Feng obtains 10 copper and 2 bronze ore stacks from the next refining session. He totals 17 stacks of copper and 3 of bronze ore, with plenty for future use. Back in the Forging Association, Shi Feng approaches the manager to rent higher tier rooms. The manager reacts enthusiastically to Shi Feng's wealth, offering an intermediate room. Shi Feng pays 2 silver coins for 2 hours, stunning nearby forging apprentices. Other players envy Shi Feng's fortune, some flaunting and others resentment brewing. A priest vows to surpass Shi Feng, dismissing his wealth despite the odds. Shi Feng heads to the second floor, ignoring the flirty young lady. Second floor houses fewer NPCs and 20 intermediate forging rooms. Shi Feng enters a large intermediate forging room with refined facilities. He holds the rare 100 refinement hammer that boosts forging success. The flame here burns scarlet, green as a rare mysterious flame of tier 1. Shi Feng recalls the rare ice, blue devil flame found by the glorious Light Guild. He plans carefully to obtain the ice, blue devil flame in the future. Shi Feng learns to forge the garrison armor without wasting time. He places materials on the table and prepares to forge the armor. His success rate is low, but resources and the Book of Forging help him. He melts ores in the greenish scarlet flame, sweat dripping from concentration. After smelting, he cools the ore, readying to hammer it into shape. Shi Feng takes the 100 refinement hammer and hammers with precision. The hammer strikes echo as sparks fly, sweat drips from his brow. After over 100 strikes, he inspects the ore for perfect forging state. Selects the forged armor in his crafting interface, awaiting results. The armor glows silvery, gray, showing signs of a successful forging. He checks armor attributes and rank to confirm complete success. The armor's attributes meet expectations, boosting Shi Feng's forging skills. He checks the armor information and the system begins identification now. The system reveals the garrison armor with its stats after completing the check. He admires the silvery, gray armor's excellent design and texture with satisfaction. He continues forging, keen to test new material effects from 100 refinement steel. He forges the garrison heavy armor, pitch, black and stronger than before. System confirms the garrison heavy armor's high stats and experience earned. He acknowledges the power of the 100 refinement steel given by the master forger. Hours pass as he forges 23 successful armors. Only 4 attempts failed. His forging proficiency rises rapidly, surpassing many guild forgers' pace. He leaves the forge and arrives at the auction house to sell his creations. He auctions 11 garrison armors without defensive power at 4 silver coins each. The armors with defensive power he saves to sell later to elite guilds at higher prices. Sets a stall and buys materials while calling out for trade in the area. At nightfall, he decides to log off since stronger monsters roam in darkness. After hours of inactivity, he stretches and begins basic body training exercises. He reflects on the importance of physical fitness and how society values it today. After a strenuous half-hour, sweat drenches his body like a cooling shower. His phone rings unexpectedly. It's the quiet class monitor with an urgent message. Zhao Ruoshi tells him about a sudden meeting in classroom 401 at 11 o'clock. He agrees to go immediately, glancing up at the clock showing 10:30. Shi Feng cuts his call and quickly eats, hurrying to school in a rush. On the road, Shi Feng recalls how his actions caused his parents' grave illness. He remembers joining Shadow Workshop with Blackie, choosing games over school. His school recommendation vanished, blocking better job chances for him. His parents were deeply worried, suffering mental and physical decline afterwards. He seeks answers to why he lost the recommendation in the present day. Entering campus, Shi Feng finds the school unusually crowded today. Empty classrooms overflow with students, disrupting the usual campus calm. In the packed classroom, all eyes turn to Shi Feng with surprise and disdain. Zhao Ruoshi formally greets Shi Feng with hidden expectation in her eyes. Shi Feng finds a corner seat, silently smiling at his lonely social status. Classmates whisper insults about Shi Feng's weakness and isolation. Shi Feng accepts their disdain with bitterness, focusing instead on the recommendation. Ling Feilong enters, a tall, robust youth drawing all eyes in the classroom. Students and Zhao Ruoxi show admiration for Ling Feilong's recent success. Ling Feilong thanks his classmates for support, claiming his success is shared. Shi Feng realizes this meeting is about congratulating Ling Feilong on his victory. Before this, Shi Feng envied fighters, but the game world changed his views. The thrill of virtual battles replaced his need to envy real-life martial arts stars. Ling Feilong's rise and charm mark him as the destined school hero and idol. Shi Feng accepts Ling Feilong's spotlight while silently recalling his own past. Ling Feilong eyes Shi Feng with hidden dissatisfaction during class congratulations. Ling Feilong announces a matter regarding school recommendations to the class. Ling Feilong explains his obsession with fighting and trouble with recommendation. A classmate encourages others to give up their recommendation spot for Ling Feilong. No one offers to give up their recommendation despite Ling Feilong's pride. Ling Feilong proposes a vote to decide who will give up their recommendation. Shi Feng recognizes the hypocrisy as classmates eagerly vote against him. Voting results place Shi Feng as the chosen candidate to give up his recommendation. Ling Feilong invites Shi Feng and classmates to celebrate at the Maple Leaf Bar. Shi Feng refuses to give up his recommendation and stands against the class vote. Silence falls as everyone is shocked by Shi Feng's bold defiance. Ling Feilong questions Shi Feng's foolishness and defiance quietly. Impatient voice interrupts. Zhou Yuhu and Qin Shuyu enter the classroom. Ling Feilong welcomes Zhou Yuhu respectfully, promising to finish soon. Qin Shuyu glares at Shi Feng, reviling his lowly status and past confession. Zhou Yuhu promises Qin Shuyu he will teach Shi Feng a lesson immediately. Zhou Yuhu loudly commands Shi Feng to come over with imposing presence. Ling Feilong volunteers to punish Shi Feng first, gaining Zhou Yuhu's favor. Zhou Yuhu smiles coldly as he steps forward to confront Shi Feng himself. Zhou Yuhu approaches Shi Feng, planning to teach him a harsh lesson today. Zhao Ruoxi boldly blocks Zhou Yuhu, defending Shi Feng from his bullying. Ling Feilong tries to calm Zhao Ruoxi and praises Zhou Yuhu's help to Shi Feng. Zhou Yuhu's hand reaches for Zhao Ruoxi, but she slaps it away before contact. Shi Feng calmly proposes to Zhou Yuhu they wager and spice up their fight. Zhou Yuhu is enraged but notices Shi Feng's calm and confident new demeanor. Ling Feilong watches in rage as Shi Feng touches Zhao Ruoxi, holding back his urge to act. Zhou Yuhu proposes a wager 1,000 credits to bet on their fight outcome. Shi Feng mocks the wager, demanding a better bet from Zhou Yuhu. Shi Feng stakes the Big Dipper training center card, promising to pay later if he loses. Zhou Yuhu doubts Shi Feng's ability to pay, dismissing his wager as empty words. Qin Shuyu mocks Shi Feng's poverty and doubts his ability to pay the wager. Zhao Ruoxi offers to pay the wager herself, angering Ling Feilong further. Zhao Ruoxi explains she lends the money to stop Zhou Yuhu's arrogance. Shi Feng thanks Zhao Ruoxi and promises to return double her money in the future. Zhou Yuhu gleefully accepts the wager and plans to settle it at the fighting arena. The arena, Shi Feng and Zhou Yuhu sign a legally binding contract under supervision. Classmates gather under the ring, mocking Shi Feng's reckless challenge fiercely. Qin Shuyu sneers at Shi Feng's challenge, mocking his lack of fighting skills. Students believe Zhou Yuhu will crush Shi Feng with ease in the fight. Zhao Ruoxi angrily calls out the class for mocking their classmate, Shi Feng. Ling Feilong cynically remarks on Shi Feng's odds while addressing Zhao Ruoxi. Zhao Ruoxi chastises Ling Feilong for selfishness and mocks his qualification. Ling Feilong broods silently, fueled by humiliation and suppressed anger. Ling Feilong warns Zhao Ruoxi this fight is unfair but blames Shi Feng as well. Shi Feng stays calm, acknowledging this fight is indeed uneven and intense. Zhou Yuhu rushes the fight with a slap, aiming to humiliate Shi Feng fast. Shi Feng punches Zhou Yuhu's face, then delivers a precise chop to his neck. Zhou Yuhu's vision blurs, he struggles as strength rapidly leaves his body. Shi Feng swiftly attacks Zhou Yuhu's abdomen. Pain overtakes his failing defense. Zhou Yuhu spews fluid, his body weakens as more punches strike his ribs. Shi Feng continues relentless attacks, leaving Zhou Yuhu collapsed and helpless. The arena falls silent as all witness Zhou Yuhu's swift and shocking defeat. The judge declares Shi Feng the winner, rushing to check Zhou Yuhu's condition. The judge marvels at Shi Feng's precise strength, impressed by his skill. Zhou Yuhu lies unconscious, his injuries serious but non-fatal for for now. The teacher reports Zhou Yuhu will recover soon, but must rest for more than a month. Everyone fears Shi Feng's power after Zhou Yuhu's swift defeat in one exchange. Facing Shi Feng, weaker male students faint under the pressure of his gaze. Female students lower their heads nervously, frightened by Shi Feng's intensity. Qin Shuyu is shocked seeing Zhou Yuhu unconscious and admires Shi Feng's strength. Qin Shuyu invites Shi Feng to lunch, but he ignores her and looks for Zhao Ruoshi. Shi Feng approaches Zhao Ruoshi, who eyes him with shock and joy at his new strength. Shi Feng offers money. Zhao Ruoshi refuses and invites him to the fellowship party. Zhao Ruoshi offers to cover Shi Feng's participation fee for the big fellowship party soon. Shi Feng thanks Zhao Ruoshi and agrees to attend but insists on paying his own fee. Ling Feilong jeers at Shi Feng, doubting his ability to fit in at the fellowship party. Shi Feng challenges Ling Feilong to a fight to prove his worth and strength. Ling Feilong admits defeat and is forced to obey Shi Feng's demands. Shi Feng demands Big Dipper Training Center voucher from Ling Feilong for recovery. Shi Feng leaves the arena, ready to improve his body with the voucher urgently. He trains intensely in his apartment to strengthen his body for future challenges. After training, Shi Feng researches God's Domain and Jinhai City for his plan. He eats lunch, then puts on a virtual gaming helmet to enter God's Domain. Dark clouds cover Red Leaf Town as night falls under the full moon. Shi Feng logs into God's Domain as players flood the busy trade area. Auction notices show his garrison armor sells at far higher prices than expected. He realizes his garrison armor's auction total has surpassed 67 silver. He understands this wealth puts him far ahead of most guild funds now. Players return from war carrying materials, and Shi Feng opens his own purchase stall. Shi Feng calls out prices for magic essence, stones, and rare hard stones. Players bring stones and essences, some offering rare hard stones in exchange. Hard stones are rare, valuable for weapon whetstones and durability repair. Shi Feng stocks up on materials, filling his bag until no more space remains. He visits the bank warehouse, expanding storage by 3,000 slots easily. After storing materials, Shi Feng heads toward the auction house ready to trade. Many guild logistics members wait outside the auction house guarding for supplies. Logistics members complain about the fierce competition to buy garrison armor. Their urgency shows how valuable the garrison armor has become to competing guilds. Shi Feng lists 7 more garrison armor at a higher starting price of 8 silvers. He decides to delay selling his best garrison heavy armor to avoid flooding market. Shi Feng begins searching auction listings for hard stones to buy and stock.